Hey, welcome back. Eccentric Sunshine Tarot, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, for those that are continuing to follow along this journey and helping to build this community and connecting with others that have already been in the community, in the collective, thank you so much. If you don't want to hear anything I have to say other than a tarot reading, please look to the description box below and you will see a timestamp for Oracle if you like to get the Oracle messages, and then also for the tarot if you just want to skip straight ahead to that. I am going to say it probably every time now because I'm being reminded by other readers that I follow. If you like the message and you feel like that it's a message that's a good fit for you, and or you think it's something that might be pertinent or useful for someone else, please hit the like button, the little thumbs up, and then think about sharing it. I am more than grateful if that happens, and I am more than thankful if someone is able to get a message from whatever comes out in the cards. I do not call these love readings, but I am going to go ahead and call it now that these tend to be love readings. So if you do not want a love reading, then probably don't listen. That being said, sometimes things about career or family come out. So it's completely up to you. Also, consider leaving a comment if there's something that you like, if there's cards that you like better than the others, if there's something you want to hear about more of. A lot of divine, feminine, and masculine come up. I am not trying to channel this, I promise you, but if that's what you want to hear more of, I can. Downloads have been real here lately, and we're just going to go with it. That being said, also think about subscribing if you want to know when other readings come out. For those that are already doing so, again, thank you so much. You are the only reason why anyone is going to get the message that they get, you included. And I did some word meditation earlier, and a song kept coming to my head. I think his name is actually, I can't think of it to save my life right now. His name is like completely... I cannot get it in my brain, and I should have Googled, but I didn't think about it. The song is Heaven, and maybe as I say the lyrics, I think that's the name of it. But the lyrics that kept coming round and round in circle, baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. What is his name? It's going to drive me crazy. I also saw a vision of a cityscape. Something a little dark and misty, but not dark in like a negative way. Just like, you know, evening or overcast, just a darker, misty kind of cityscape. There's something about the colors, blues and grays and blacks, that have been heavy this week. I don't know who this is for ever. I'm just telling you what came through. And then there's also this feeling of... well, like the song, like this feeling of embracing, this coziness. It's necessary right now. Embracing. It's a key word. Embracing. Yep, we're just going to go with that. So for whoever that's for, you're welcome. Now, I did go ahead and shuffle everything beforehand because I was trying to like not go forever with anything that I had to say. And then take up your time. So I have shuffled all my decks. We're just going to get into it. I don't like to do that personally, so I'm probably not going to do that every time going forward. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. I like that you have the opportunity to see me shuffle, so you know that, but I'm also shuffling as the cards come out. The whole purpose of shuffling, by the way, here's a little tarot 101, is to cleanse the energy through. So with like oils or burning sage or Palo Santo, you know, there's a bunch of different ways that you can kind of create a more neutral energy field. So that way the messages that are trying to come through have a better opportunity to do so when you are working with spirit, your guides, angels, goddess, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. So the shuffling itself acts as a way to kind of help infuse your own energy into the cards, but as well as cleanse the energy from around you. Infusing your energy with the cards is necessary because you're the one that is being, that is connecting with spirit and energy around you. So again, this is Tarot 101 for those that want to learn how to do this yourself. I do suggest this, by the way. I think as you see any card that comes out, you should immediately what comes to your brain? If you can like not even listen to me, right? And you just see the card, what comes to your brain? You can get a message. Now, that being said, I am the one that is sitting here infusing my energy with the energy that's around me, universe as a whole, which I do believe we are all connected. So there is other messages that are coming through. Again, if it's for you, it'll click. And if it's not, don't try to make it fit. Just leave it behind. Okay? That's my That's my advice. That's where we're at today. All right. So I'm also being called to only do the journey of love. I was about to shuffle again. See? Oracle. I think we need two. That's just what kept hitting my brain. Something about, that's more than two, so we're not going to take those. Something about that song. You're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms. I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Something about heaven on earth. 10 of Cups has been strong in the last few days. It's about what that means to you. There's one. Heart of God. That's beautiful. And we'll take the one on top here. Angel of Jupiter, awaken. That might be very important. I need to look back into the astrology, but for some reason, Jupiter is making its way over to, yeah. Well, I might need to do a separate reading on that. Let me do some research. But Jupiter is also part of relationship. So we have 9 and 6 to 15, which is 6. 9, we just ended out a 9 year. 6. We'll see. Okay, so let's go with Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold. Oh, Heart of God. That might be for somebody. Somebody that you feel has a heart of gold that you're connecting with. Maybe you have the heart of gold. But this is Heart of God. You are a part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of inspiratrix, okay, or inspirator upon this earth. The women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens and we cannot speak for the sensation of it. It cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis and description and simply be. You don't have to do anything with it, you see. To be the inspiration is to have a heart open to the divine. It's a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognized, and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that is. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love, and the love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dripping on those beneath you as stars falling from heaven. This oracle holds a message for you direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now is held lovingly in the hands of the divine creator. And the creator says to you, leave it with me. It's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. I think that is absolutely amazing considering the lyrics. Baby, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Lying here in my arms. Oh, we have one more. It's about telling you something's happening to the brain. Okay. Angel of Jupiter, awaken. 6. Beloved, within you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile, a yes to that offer of adventure, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown. Daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but what happens through you, as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to do great things. Now is your time to awaken. This oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation. Yes, there is change. And yes, you are outgrowing what once was. So you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for your next stage of growth. Whew. I just want to say, I might be in love with those messages today. Also, because talk about confirmation of some of the last messages that have been coming out, or the last few days, this awakening, this toy car that's being pulled back, and you're not going to be able to hold it but so long because it's going to go boom, it's going to take off, but you are prepared. You have been being prepared. And it is with the divine that you can leave the worry. I've said it a few times. I heard it from somebody else. And so, I'll just say it's not mine per se, but it is something that I've said differently. So I love it. The only thing guaranteed is change. That's it. It's all you have. It's the only guarantee you have. So whatever is happening next, this next phase, this next cycle, etc., because you are definitely going into one. We are definitely going into one. You are more than ready. Whatever the fear, heartache, pain, mourning period that has to take place, it does not make it comfortable. Again, I'm going to preach this, I think, until the freaking end of time, because this is part of the acceptance for all of us, and I'm included in this too. Whatever that is, you are still moving forward, and you are still more than ready, more than you realize. And it's a beautiful thing. Pain is, if you allow it, even pain is beautiful. It is a really hard place to get to. Really hard place to get to. It does require that you like something about yourself, and it does require that you take the thing that you like about yourself and then you nurture it and you love it about yourself. And even if it's just one thing, that one thing that you love about yourself will help you to continue to move forward, because it's in the loving of yourself that you can then fully release and love others. That doesn't sound, I understand. It just go with it. All right. So the cards we're going to use today, I'm going to start with Mystic Mondays Tarot. This is an older print. I love these cards. I haven't used them in a while. I mean, I don't use them often, actually. But they're really pretty. For whatever reason, this is the mood. January 2nd, 2026. 121. This is the mood I'm in. Love and pretty. Something about the aesthetic. Heart of God. Angel of Jupiter, awaken. Oh, I wasn't going to do this. And here I did. Something told me to. All right. These were already shuffled. So we're done. Spirit, what messages do we have for whoever is listening, whoever needs to receive the message that is available to them? What messages do we have? This is about love. I said it. I don't normally call it, but I'm calling it love. Next phases, cycles. It's Friday. Whether it's for today or going into the weekend. Six of Cups, what'd I say? And see those four? They're empty, but you see those two? It's like everything that didn't work out before had to be poured out into the two. It's what made these two who they are. Oh, whew. It's what made them who they are. There's a sun there in the background. I love these cards. There's the Tower and the Moon. I mean, it came out like, what, 3 times last night? If you haven't watched last night's reading, go watch it. It might be important. 2 of Cups, a Tower, deep feelings, deep emotion, contemplation, introspection. There's the 2 mountains there in the distance. It can be a path. It can be 2 souls. It depends on how you're seeing this, but I think this has absolutely everything to do with this weekend. There is something that is happening. I think it's an aha moment. It may not necessarily be something that is physically happening, but is absolutely something that is the start of tearing the tower down, whatever the tower is for you. And these colors, the blues, the waters, the deep. And there's the Fool. It's the only way. Calculated risk. Confirmations abound. Sorry. Six of Cups, the Tower, the Moon, the Fool, Judgment. Out of the darkness into the light. These are the doorways to the next path. And again, 2. Here's your path, right? Think of this kind of like, for me, it's like 11:11. They're like the pillars or the columns that shape the path that you're already on. You're already on. This is, you just keep walking. There's no such thing as blocks, remember? We talked about this too. You can go around, you can go through, you can go over, but you're still on it. You're already on the path. And then you have the sun and the moon, or the sun and the moon, however you want to look at it. It's majors again. Majors. Fuck. Oh, whoever's not listening, listen. Pay attention. You are being called. This is definitely about timing. This is about something that is major. I want to cry. 6 of Cups, okay? I said this was about love. This is about 2. Whatever was poured out had to be poured out to go into the making of the 2. This is a Tower moment, an aha. There are 2 lightning strikes even. Okay? The Moon. You've got the Tower, the Moon, the Fool, Judgment, and the Wheel of Damn Fortune. This is something that is big. It's big. The wheel is moving. This could also be timing. I was not going to turn it over. Justice. I mean, whatever is happening, this could, okay, so this is something that is either very big, calling out of the dark onto the path, Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is moving. Justice is government, legal contracts, justice is served. It's definitely something for whoever this message is for that you are needing to receive, that you are needing to receive is also essential when you think about those oracle cards, the messages that help to guide this reading. This could also be on the global level. I think it's both. Both can be true. I mean, it's definitely individual. There's a 6 of Cups here. The Queen of Wands, and there's your individual. The Queen of Wands. Passionate, fiery, secure, confident, downloads. I mean, there's no black cat in this one, in this artwork. There's typically a black cat. She is typically the psychic queen. However, this is about a feminine energy, not a gender, okay? And this is about someone who has fire in their chart and or is about to stand on that hill. You see how small the hill is, though? It's like nothing. That's the confidence. Like, you know it's there. You know it's not easy. You know you're going to get a workout. You know that this has been tiring. In fact, she's the queen, so she's already gotten to this place. She's already had to go through the whole suit, right? To get to the queen status. And realizing that those mountains, those hills that had to be climbed were really just lumps. Again, not actual blocks. That feels essential for someone. The Fool's Journey, the Path, the Judgment, starting over, the Wheel turning, Justice, the Queen of Wands, the Devil. I think this is the motivation. I don't normally say that, but see the path? There's not necessarily a negativity here. It can be. You see where the path leads to the brain, right? And or the brain leads out. It depends on which way you're walking. It can also be about a Capricorn or Capricorn season. We will clarify. We're also not going to walk past the fact that it's a major arcana and the Temperance card. I mean, what in the hell is going on? The Temperance is about timing, but it's also about balance. And you see how these small, it's like the perfect alchemy. You see how these are small, and so you think, oh, there's more, so that's going to tip the scales. But you see how this is bigger, and it may not at all. In fact, it is about this balance. It is about the alchemy, the mixing. Patience, yes. Tampering the temper, yes. But this is about the balance. Balancing the mind could be part of it. With the scales of justice, the Queen of Wands, who is in her knowing, in her confidence that these hills are not so big after all. They're little like molehills. They're not actual hills or mountains. This could, okay, we'll see. Three of Wands, path. I heard hopscotch. I don't know why. I guess because of like hopping pillar to pillar. But these are supposed to be wands. Knight of Pentacles and the Star. Wish come true. Having seen the way, from that Three of Wands, having seen the way. So you have Queen of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Knight of Wands. Definitely divine counterparts, haven't seen the way. So this is looking at what needed to be done. I do not think these are two people at all. I think this is a balance of the two. The tangible from the tangible to the action. Taking tangible action. I say that because the Knight of Wands here, okay? He's not a king. And I might have said king by accident, but the Knight of Wands here. Oh, it is Knight of Pentacles. What? Why was I saying king? Did I say king? I don't even know if I said king. Either way, Knight of Pentacles, the Star to the Knight of Wands. This is about taking tangible action. Taking tangible action. And again, I say that because you have Two of Cups. Once more. You see the moon phases in the back? Taking tangible action. Having seen the way, the aha moment perhaps, that I really feel like is going to happen for a lot of people this weekend. Something about this full moon in Cancer, the illumination, all the feelings. Three of Pentacles. This, to me, it is not about the work that's being put in like you normally see with the Three of Pentacles. To me, this is about the Trinity. There is a divine presence here. Perfect symmetry. It's energy. Whoa, no, we're not taking on that. Sorry. We're not doing it today. Not today. Oh, God, it's hard not to, though. There's the Chariot. If the Chariot is meant to come back out, please let it. And the King of Swords. If the Chariot is meant to come back out, please let it. If that is part of the message that needs to be received, Spirit. Okay, Two of Wands. More path confirmation, decision made. See how it looks like a lot of uphill climb right there, right? Or it's just the angle. But there's the energy. This is perfect symmetry. This is definitely Three of Wands to the Two of Wands. It is about that Knight of Wands who's carrying just the wand. The Queen of Wands who's carrying just the wand. This is the... And there he is, King of Wands. Tangible action. On the path, decision made. Four of Pentacles to the Princess of Pentacles. This feels like having had what was seemingly kept up light. Okay. All right. Locked up tight. Kept up light. Why did I say that? Something about light, right? Is set free. It's an offer. This Princess of Pentacles is like the page. I think I did say page, which is like an ace. This is an opportunity, a gift, a message coming from this. Perhaps coming from the King of Wands. Locked up tight and set free. Locked up tight and set free. I just want to do a couple more, Spirit. Okay. Locked up tight and set free. Three of Cups. The two that feed to the one. You see the shape of the heart, yes, but you see kind of the lines in the background, how they all go down to the center. The two that feed the one. And there's the Five of Cups and the World. It is something, the morning perhaps, the cycle closed. The dark and the light, you can look at it in two different ways. See how the cups go in different directions? I like this one. And then the World. Completion. Or new. One more. One more. Tangible action. There's a pentacle set free. Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Again, there is a balance. There is a balance. A balance of emotions. A balance of heart. Mind over matter, I heard. But with that World card, I'd say this is about a completion of a cycle and finding the balance in that. Divine counterpart is this King and Queen of Wands. Definitely Ten of Wands, something that is a completion. And the Two of Swords. They are not interlocked. This is a balance. This is a knowing. This can be a block. But it is not one where there's an interlock. It's just a matter of raising them. But again, with that Ten of Wands, I'm sorry, that's like, it's nothing. Why do I want to do, okay, I want to, waha. Princess of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. It's what gives you the courage to walk away. Whatever you need to walk away from or close it out. That message is coming through, and it is a divine message. You see the spark of light from the tip of that sword? This isn't about cautious optimism. This isn't about research. This is about allowing to be received. Again, something has been set free or is being set free, whether it's a thought, a passion, a heart. The Hierophant here, it is an absolute knowing. It is from a higher source, way above our... Well, you saw and heard that, didn't you? And the ones that... Hey, that was weird. And then the Eight of Cups. Now this one is looking at everything. This is the introspection. This is the sitting in it for a second. Perhaps even diving in, almost like a lap pool, right? Like a lap pool. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, I caught, and King of Cups. So now you have divine counterparts, King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Wands. This is fire and passion. It could be two different couples. I don't think so. I think this is about that balance. There's the tangible action that's being taken, a decision that's being made. You have all of the major arcana. It is about coming from a place of action for heart. Action for heart is what I heard. Action for heart. Make that make sense. I got to pick these cards up. Sorry. I know. Don't worry. I will not fix them now. Although I really, really want to. Because it's going to drive me crazy. I'm a Virgo sun. It's not okay. I'll fix them later. So you don't have to deal with it. It's okay. I want to clarify. And this is the Filled Tarot. It's kind of like a lighter twist on this kind of artwork. So I like them together. Major Arcana. I just want to know this tower. Six of Cups to the Fool. A realization. I did shuffle these earlier. Sorry. Six of Cups to the Fool. There's a tower and a moon in between. The realization. Everything that had to be poured out to make you who you are. Why? Oh. And then we have the Sun. And the Sun in the Fool card is fantastic. The Wheel of Fortune even has its own sun. So this is definitely about an enlightenment. Light coming in for me, the aha moment. Also, more major arcana. The Sun for the Moon. Ten of Wands. Definitely a closing out. This is perhaps even healing what has been feeling like a burden, what has felt heavy, what has felt too heavy to carry. Set free. Again, set free. King of Swords. King of Swords often is carrying a very heavy burden. It is a mental one, typically. The Wands to the King of Swords. This is something that maybe you've had to cut down or cut free. Sitting in his truth. The Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Pentacles again, and the Clarity. Yeah. From holding back to being set free. Ace of Swords. Judgment and Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more about this Devil card. Is this timing or toxic thoughts? Or part of the path? Three of Cups. This one specifically is about friendship. Tell me more about this Devil card. Justice and Princess of Wands. So Justice right here with the Devil card. Double confirmation here. A truth. Perhaps a truth about friends. Perhaps a truth that comes out during a time of a gathering. It doesn't feel right. It could be the truth. The truth shall set you free. The Princess of Wands is taking her step on the journey that she's already on. Remember, you have to go through the whole suit to get to this. The Princess of Wands is like the page. It is that singular wand, like an ace. The Devil card. Justice. Ace of Pentacles. What I said. That's not what I said. I was saying Ace of Wands. Why am I... What is happening? But you have... That is the Sun card. Seven of Cups and then the Devil. Okay. An opportunity here of choices and options. Choices and options. And it's one that is chosen. The path. This Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Discs. However you want to... It is very much like a sun to the choices. I think it is the aha moment, especially with the Ace of Swords as well. This is about clarity of mind. Clarity of mind, getting clarity of mind. Clarity of mind. For the Queen of Discs. For now we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Magician. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Fire signs, water signs, earth signs. All signs are here, essentially. I mean, you have the King of Swords, too. Air signs. But the Magician is making it happen. You see the sun there, too? All the elements necessary. Earth, water, fire, air. The Hermit and the Eight of Cups. The Hermit that is taking the path. A path less traveled. Yes. You can go around the cups. You are going around the cups and you see the moon. I really do feel like this is an aha moment, and that's what it's all coming down to. Whatever the aha moment is for you, it is happening over this weekend and or has just happened and or is going to happen shortly after. You then have the Princess of Discs, which is very much like, again, an ace of a start, an opportunity. But this one also acts as the Magician with manifestation. And then the card that fell was the Princess of Swords. So you have Princess of Discs, Princess of Swords. There was there a page or Prince or Princess of Wands? I don't think so. But this is knowing the truth and what you have to do. See, the word here is curiosity. Maybe curious about the sword, curious about the truth, but either way, that's an acceptance. That's how I mean, that's what hits my brain. And there's the Ace of Wands. All we're missing is the Ace of Cups. Can we have that right? I don't think so. And then the Four of Swords. I heard serenity. It says rest, but I heard serenity. Like convergence. Like everything that you, it's the aha moment. And maybe perhaps with rest, especially with that Ace of Wands. And then we have the Two of Cups and the Union and the Star. It's the convergence. Seven of Discs and Eight of Swords. Perseverance over isolation. Ha ha. Sorry, timing. It's funny. Personal inside joke. It's okay. The Star. 7. And that is a complete balance. That's the spectrum of colors. Perseverance. And it's also the timing. Perseverance over isolation. That one sword that crosses all the others. I really, there's the Empress. You know, divine counterparts here. Your cards flying. Queen of Swords. Now we have that divine counterpart. So you have from Wands to Cups to Swords. You have an Empress, which the Queen of Pentacles or Queen of Coins or Disc is a minor. Her and the 9 for the Empress. That's how I read them anyway. Prince of Disc, reliability. Moving forward. The most reliable of the Knights. Always moving forward. 5 of Wands typically is an internal conflict and or squabble with others, but this is more of like standing strong. An ability to be ready. It's kind of like activation, where then you get, by the time you get to the 8 of Wands is the forward movement. And there's the Chariot, forward movement. Activation for forward movement. That's what I was feeling. Any, can you tell me more about the Devil card? That one is the one that's bothering me. We've got divine we have divine counterparts here throughout. There's definitely something about activation and timing. There is a 9 of Cups. The Devil card could be about the 9 of Cups to the 5 of Cups. Everything you want, that means you have to let go. Letting go of what no longer serves you. If you want it. There's the 6 of Wands and the Victory. So, Spirit, is the Devil card in this reading, is this more about the motivation, the action, the releasing of toxic and or what you have been chained to in order to move forward? Stories that you told yourself? Yeah, leaving. 7 of Swords. You got to leave it behind. Anything else? Anything else? And there's the Queen of Pentacles again. Oh, hello. That was a lot. We'll see. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. The Sun, King of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. There's definitely something about finding clarity for the masculine. The masculine is finding clarity. And this is how he receives and or gives the message. The new opportunity takes place. Receiving clarity. The moon and the sun. The moon and the sun. Okay. Can you, Spirit, most likely outcome here for the divine counterparts involved in this reading. Most likely outcome here for the divine counterparts in this reading. We have High Priestess, Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. It is the love that brings the fulfillment and peace. From self to self. Most likely outcome, rest. The roses around that 4 of Swords. I love these cards. Justice and 8 of Wands. Justice will be served. Legal. This is... Yikes. Oh my goodness. One of these days, there's that damn tower again. It is a tower moment. Okay. So, most likely outcome. Temperance and 6 of Cups. It's beautiful. It's the perfect mix, the alchemy. It is a young love. It is an innocence. Perhaps breaking down the past as well. That's the alchemy. Perhaps the past being released for the future to come in. Perhaps it is, it's a, what is the word? Reconciling your past. It is reconciling your past in order to have what it is that you're meant to receive here. Why am I saying that? Because of the alchemy, maybe, but there's a reconciliation of understanding where you came from, so you know why you're going the way that you're going. So one has to release what? One has to release. Sorry, this is supposed to be the most likely outcome, but I'm feeling it. One has to release what? That's the Tower moment. Page of Swords. Perhaps some anger. See that? One has to release, and perhaps the truth. Because the sword is the truth. It's the one sword, like the ace. One has to release. Reconcile the past in order to release. There's the Moon, the Death, and the Eight of Cups. Yep, that's the transformation. Deep feelings. Aha moment is happening. It is happening. Death and transformation. Eight of Cups. Reconcile the past. Release it in order to receive. Reconcile the past in order to receive. It's not easy. Five of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. It is work. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. But it's worth it. It's part of the dance. There's the two. The foundation. And there's the Temperance again. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? And we're going to close this out. For the divine counterparts here. For the divine counterparts. Wait, Wheel of Fortune. Again. Started it off with that way. We're going to end it with that way. The Wheel of Fortune moving in the direction of the new opportunity being offered. Four of Cups. See that right here? This cup. The Wheel of Fortune. The most likely outcome here. That's why I wanted to do one more. I knew it was coming. Yeah. It's the only way. Whatever that means for somebody. It's the only way. I needed to. Strength, courage, Chariot. Together. Okay? Together. You can do anything. Baby, you're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms. I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. What is his damn name? I cannot think of it to save my life. This is something that I think I said this before. Transcends. Together you can do anything. Together you are the community. The community is you. Yep, that's come out before. So for whoever this is for, you know who you are. I was told, believe. It's very passionate. That was another devil card, but that devil card's not so, there's not a real negative connotation there. It's a very passionate connection. Dive in. And whatever fear is surrounding this connection, give it to the universe. You have been told that you're okay. Doesn't make it easier to feel. Doesn't make it easier to navigate. But there is some reassurance there that the universe has you. And everything that has happened, all of the cups that had to be poured out, all of the cups that had to be sipped and tasted that didn't work, they all had to be poured out into the two to make the two who they are. It was purposeful. It was meaningful. It was necessary. It was the only way that you would ever even have the faith that you have. And you see this? This is a faith in each other. This is a true connection. You see this around here? Much like that Wheel of Fortune, right? Together, you can continue around. See the stars, the sun. This is like night. So you have sun and moon in that sense. Light and dark. This is a balance that would only have taken place after everything else that's taken place. And take that as you will. Okay, I had to do it. Happy Friday. See you next time.